Welcome to the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, where we have one of those really, truly classic Yishayahu, Isaiah type of chapters, speaking about the Mashiach, speaking about the Jewish people in the time of redemption, either one, and it's very utopian, very beautiful. Pasuk Aleph, Hen avdi etmoch bo bechiri ratzta nafshi. My servant, either being the Messiah, Mashiach, or the Jewish people, etmoch bo, I will support him. Bechiri ratzta nafshi, my chosen one is the one my soul desires. Ruchi natati ruchi alav, I have given my spirit on him. Mishpat lagoim yotzi, and he will deliver judgment to the nations. Again, this is either talking about the Messiah or about Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people in the time of Mashiach. Pasuk bet, lo yitzak velo yisa velo yashmiya b'chutz kolo. He will not have to scream or yell or raise his voice outside, because what he'll say is going to resonate with people automatically. Kaneh ratzutz lo yishbor. He will not break a shattered stick. We saw kaneh ratzutz as a stick that's broken, that is can even hurt the person who holds it. We saw it in speaking about trusting Egypt, but in this case, it's saying he won't dunk on the weak. And if there's a wick that is made out of flax that is not easy to light, basically you have this kind of flame that is not burning well, he won't take the opportunity because of its weakness to extinguish it. And he will truthfully bring out judgment. That is Pasuk Gimel. Pasuk Daled. Lo yicheh velo yarutz. He will not have any of his light dimmed, and he will not run away and leave ad yasim ba'aretz mishpat, until he will place his judgment, his law in the land. Ule torato iyim yeyachelu, and to his Torah, to what he teaches, islands are going to seek, they are going to yearn for. And now the next pasuk is pasuk Hey, but it's also the beginning of my favorite haftorah, if I may say so, because it's the haftorah for Parshat Bereshit, my very own haftorah. A very beautiful, beautiful prophecy speaking about the, again, Messianic era. Ko amar kel Hashem borei hashamayim v'noteim. So said God, who created the sky and stretched it out. Rokah haaretz v'tzetzayah. He is the one who establishes the land and the people dwelling on it, its children. Noten neshama la'amaleh. He gives a soul to the people on it. V'ruach laholchim ba, and a spirit to those who go on the land. And here's this message to all of those. Ani Hashem kraticha betzedek. I, God, have called you, Isaiah. Or this is either talking about Isaiah according to Rashi, or according to the Metzudat David, it's talking about the Mashiach. Kraticha betzedek, I have called you in justice. V'achazek b'yadecha, I held your hand. V'etzarcha, I have guarded you. V'etnecha, I have given you livrit am leorgoim, to a covenant to the nation and a light onto the nations. Lifkoach einaim ivrot, to open blind eyes. Lehotzim mimasger asir, to take out of his handcuffs the imprisoned one. Mibeit kele yoshvei choshech, from the prison those who dwell in darkness. So again, either this is Isaiah's prophecy bringing people out, or it's the Mashiach himself bringing people out. Ani Hashem hu shemi, I Hashem, that is my name. Ukvodi la'acher lo eten, and my honor, my glory will not be given to others. Utehilati lapsilim, and my glory to the statues will not be given. Harishonot hine ba'u. The first prophecies that I said, whether it's talking to Avraham about the exile in Egypt or anything else, the chadashot ani magid, and I'm also now going to have new things to say that you didn't hear. B'terem titzmachna ashmiya etchem, before they even come, I will let you know about them. Shiru la Hashem shir chadash, sing to God a new song. Tehilato miktzei haaretz, his praise comes from the edges of the land. Yordei hayamu meloo, those who come down from the sea, fill the sea. Iyim veyoshveim, the far islands and those who dwell on them. So all these people should be praising God. Yis'u midbar ve'arav, so the song to God should not only be done by those coming from far and wide, but also by the very desert and its cities. Yisu midbar v'arav chatzerim teshev kedar, the desert and everyone that has even the places where the sheep are sitting are all going to sing to God. Yaronu Yoshvei Sela, the ones who dwell in the stone, up in the rocks, usually little birds dwell. If you ever went to the Western Wall, you've seen those birds dwelling in the rocks. Yaronu Yoshvei Sela Mirosh Harim Mitzvachu. The people sitting at the top of mountains are going to rejoice, and they will cry out from the heads of the mountains. Yasimu la Hashem kavod, they will honor God in their mouth. V'tehilato ba'im yagidu, and His glory they will tell in the far islands. Hashem kegibor yetzeh, God is going to save the Jewish people like a big hero. Yetzeh keish milchamot ya'ir kina, like a man of war, like a true warrior. He will bring up the jealousy, a good jealousy, a jealousy of zealots, of victory. Yaria af yatzriach, he will scream and cause noise. Aloivavid gabar, it's going to be this kind of call of war, but a victorious war, and he will overcome his enemies. And now Isaiah says the following: I have been very quiet about the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. That's according to Rashi, or according to the Metzudot David, God says, I have been quiet for too long about the pain and destruction that was inflicted on my people, on the Jewish people. Hechesheti me'olam acharish, I've been for too many days quiet. Et apak kayoleda, I am sort of like a woman giving birth, and she's like breathing very, very heavily, and she's not screaming as loud as she wants to scream. Acharish et apak, I'll be quiet. Kayoleda ef'e, and then I will then make these sounds like someone who's giving birth. Eshom ve'eshaf yachad, I will both breathe out and in at the same time. Basically, God is saying, I have held back, I've been silent, but then is going to come the moment of an outburst, like a woman in labor. She's breathing heavily, but then eventually comes the ultimate scream and the birth. So God is saying, ultimately, I'm going to punish those who have persecuted my people. Pasuk Tetvav 15, Achariv harim ugvaot, I will destroy mountains and mounds, v'choles ba'movish, and I will dry out all of the grass that's on these mountains. V'samti neharot le'im, and I will put rivers into islands. V'agamim ovish, and I will dry out these lakes. V'holachti ivrim bederech lo yadau, I will guide the blind in a way that they have not known. B'netivot lo yadu adrichem, in ways that they have not known, I will guide them. Asim machashach lifnehem laor, I will place darkness ahead of them as light. Uma'akashim lemishor, and the ways that are more crooked, I will make straight. Ele hadvarim asitim velo azavtim. These are things that I have done, and I have done when I took the Jews out of Egypt, and I did not abandon my ways. Basically, God is saying, I will guide the blind. I will strain out the mountains. I will strain out the paths. I've done this when I took the Jews out of Egypt, and I didn't forget how to do it. I'm going to do it again. Nasogu achor yevoshu boshet habotchim bapesel. You know who's going to go back? You know who's going to be embarrassed? Those who worship the idols. Haomrim lemasecha atem Eloheinu. Those who tell the mask, you are our God. Hachershim shemau v'haivrim abitu lirot. The deaf ones, you listen up, and the blind ones look out to see. Mi iver ki im avdi, who is blind if not my own servant? V'cheresh kemalach yeshlach, and is deaf like is deaf like my emissary, my malach, the person I sent, who is like that. Mi iver kemeshulam, who is blind like my people who are complete, veiver ke'eved Hashem, and blind like the servant of God. Basically, you guys have been too quiet. Ra'ot rabot ve'lo tishmor. You've seen many, many, many things. You've seen much evidence that you need to be more careful. Pakach oznaim ve'lo yishma. Open your ears, and it will not be heard. So he's saying you guys are not careful enough. And now a very, very famous pasuk: Hashem chafetz leman tzidko. God is seeking His righteousness. Yagdil Torah v'yadir. He will therefore grow the Torah that is given to you and make it greater so that you listen. However, the Jewish people, why don't they pay attention? Well, pasuk chaf bet, vehu am bazuz v'shasui. He is a downtrodden and looted people. Hafeach bachurim kulam. Their young people are all downtrodden. They've been through too much. They've been hiding in jails and really these hidden places. Hayu lavaz ve'ein matzil. They have been plundered and no one was able to save them. Meshisa ve'ein omer hashev. They have been completely destroyed, downtrodden, and trampled on, and no one says enough. No one's like, enough, bring it back, enough. So they've been through a lot. That's why they're not listening, the Jewish people. Me, however, hopefully some of you are listening. Who among you is going to hear this, listen to this, and go backwards? Very famous, very heartbreaking pasuk. Minatan limshisa Yaakov veYisrael lebozezim. Who has given Jacob to be so downtrodden, so looted and robbed? Halo Hashem zu chatanulo. It is God that we have sinned to him. Velo avu b'drachav aloch. And we did not agree to obey in his ways. Velo shamu b'torato. And they did not listen to his Torah. And pasuk chafei vayishpoch alav chema apo. He poured out his anger on him. Ve'ezuz milchama, and the strength of a war was put out on him. Vatilahateu misaviv lo yada. It has consumed him from all around him. This fire of mine, of my anger. Vativ'ar bo velo yasim alev. It burned in him, and he did not have to pay attention. That is pasuk perak membet. Although I urge you, the break between Membet and Mem Gimel is really artificial. When they printed the Tanakh in the 1600s, they started dividing it into these chapters, but really Membet, this part of Membet, flows right into Mem Gimel. So I urge you to join us for Mem Gimel right after this.